Hang on my back. I need to make sure this looks good.
I'm gonna get a haircut after this, then I'll look like a back. But I'm not
I
allowed to
can't.
back.
This isn't mirrored. You
We can keep that
look
stuff, though.
so. Hang on.
I'm tall.
If I sit further, I look tiny.
Should I get even closer and you sit really far?
No. Let's just.
Okay.
Do
Wow.
this.
That's so cheesy.
Why are we recording this? Right.
Because this is good. I like this.
This is good banter.
That's what we're supposed to keep.
Crouch, bind, set.
I'm Thomas,
I'm Adam.
and this is season 2, episode 5 of the PODcastaways. Today we're going to talk about our game we had last weekend against the Celts, talk about our doubleheader this coming Saturday, some general season stuff, power rankings, all that kind of stuff, and whatever else kind of catches our eye. What were your general thoughts from the Celts game?
Great hat trick.
It did spawn one of the greatest Castaways clips of all time.
You're a piece of shit.
I don't know if you two will like that or not, but there was an opportunity for him to give like a chicken wing offload to one of our new guys, and I know the try was worth it. It was a smarter choice, but I was like, give it to the new guy, let this guy score to like really hook him onto the team, and I was so mad. But also, you ran like 60 meters to score it, so I wasn't that mad about it.
No. The first one was like a I don't know, I guess 70 on the angle, but that was a breakaway. The other one was only like it was inside the 22.
Oh, that's yeah. Who's the other guy on the outside?
What I like. So I'm not bragging. I am a little bit, but what I liked is that all three tries were very different.
They were very different.
So which was good. And I thought I think we had 11 tries in total. Jonesy scored 2.
It was 79-24. I think was the final score. 75-24.
Yeah, I got it wrong on the post. But like Jonesy scored
twice. You had 3.
All right, calm down.
Bert had 1.
I have it listed because I put it on on the thing. So we have Jonesy got 2, Bert got 1, Dr. Chris got 1, I got 3, John got 1, Huff got 1 and got man of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Larry got 1, and then most importantly, Blaze got 1.
Blaze did get 1.
The Blaze Fan Club.
Yeah, no, it was a really good game. I thought it was really just a good day for the club. I think very good morale booster. But I will say, like, obviously we won by a lot, but it was not the style of rugby that we wanted to play. We really wanted to play our system, but we ended up. Obviously, we can't talk too much about it. But by the time we were starting to get to the system, there were so many holes open that we just played up like heads up rugby and just ran it through, which is great, and that's what you should do in that scenario. But we didn't have the opportunity to really try our system out and force ourselves to do it.
I mean, there were times when the system was working, but and we knew we had a conversation about this before, but like the default of like when the system's not working is you go, and we talked about it when we were playing sevens. Like we had an idea of our system in sevens, but as soon as one person's in the wrong place, which Ollie liked to. He sent me like a huddle, like proper video with like a voiceover and all arrows and things. And Adam, this is why you stood in the wrong place.
Classic British man occupying someone else's space. We have Adam here.
So I sent back to him the video of me scoring a try. But he, so he sent me, but like the minute one or two people are out of place or something happens we're not anticipating, everyone's kind of default was to just revert back to something else. Which is fine if everyone knows the system and the backup system, but it's not fine when it's 15 guys who haven't played that much together. And like there was a lot of new
players,
Marysville guys. There was a lot of new Castaways in there as well. I guess the Marysville guys are now Castaways.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
There's a lot of us, a lot of new people. But winning. You can't say you played badly when you win by that scoreline.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of tries and stuff, and there was definitely some errors where our kick return wasn't great.
Yeah.
There was a lot of handling errors, but there always is. We didn't give away that many penalties. I gave away a stupid one being offside, like in the first minute, which was annoying. But we didn't give away many. They gave away many, and I think like. Blaze scored his try on a tap and go. Jonesy scored one of his on a tap and go. One of them when he took a penalty and missed touch, but then he managed to chase it down himself. And then I scored a tap and go one. So and I think that. So I think we scored off 3 tap and go penalties plus we scored off another one.
Yeah. I don't think Bert's came from a tap and go. I think that was just general phase.
No, it was just and then Yeah, I mean, I think we played
was-
well. You can't say you didn't play well. I mean, we might not have played well the whole game. We obviously got scored against,
Yeah.
but like we didn't play badly to win 70.
Yeah,
whatever.
no. Again, more for anything. For me, it was nice to look around and see just smiles everywhere. Honestly, which sounds like really terrible to say, but like I feel like our morale was not particularly good through the spring. Like it was kind of just off and on. Like I feel like guys
Yeah.
were kind of just frustrated and disappointed with.
I think that was
what we're
carryover
doing.
from last season. Like we didn't win that many
Yeah.
games last fall. We had a lot of change, and there's still change happening in the
Yeah.
spring into this. We had coaching changes. We didn't have that many games in the spring
No,
to
we
actually get game time together and stuff. And so it's good to go out there and win. Obviously, you know, I don't. Are the Celts a D4 team or are they?
They're D3.
They're a D3 team. But like, we weren't bad.
No,
It was good fun to win, good fun to, get involved in the social and stuff afterwards.
The party source.
Yeah.
Always a good
Oh,
stuff.
that was good, yeah.
Yeah, you can see. Oh, it's right after the This is weird because it's the other way. Oh, this way. It's because it's
There.
mirrored. This is so weird. I don't like this.
There.
There it is. All this stuff. So we collected from there. I bought all this. I bought a gin.
No, go back. You have to go back to rugby. We don't have to talk about
Oh.
non-castaways.
Sorry, Rory. You ruined everything. I haven't tried the gin yet. I'll try that tonight. Anyways, but then this coming Saturday, we have our first official league games of the season with our D4 opening up the season for us and playing against Louisville, Kentucky. And then we have our D3 side playing against Michiana, again, both at home. Games are each noon and 2 p.m. respectively. Social afterward. Both games is going to be at the bar, which is Grandview, Woodland's backyard, I should say. And then for the social after the first game, we're going to have pizzas and beers on the field. And that way the guys that just finished playing can have that while we play. And then, while the D3 side goes up. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to talk through the D4. We posted the starting team yesterday because today is when the games are happening. But yeah, D4 team. Obviously, we've got a lot of the forwards are Marysville guys or ex-Marysville guys. We're saying now, but then we've got like Mola, Dave, and Charlie Wilson, who's the captain, obviously playing in the back row, which is good. Siegel's back at 9. Jordan will play 10. Dougie on one wing, and on the other wing.
Yeah.
And then Jesse, who played, I think he played 10, 15 minutes.
He played at fullback.
Fullback. He did come on. He was at fullback and he was like listening and stuff. I don't know is he new to rugby or
no? He's played before. He's just a newer castaway.
And then Miguel making a comeback, dial up on outside centre, and then Will Huey will round us out at fullback.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this game. Number one, just it shows our depth now. Having to be able to field 2 sides of 23 is incredible. I mean, Thursday this past week we had. I guess would be yesterday as of recording, so 2 days ago as of posting. Because now we got me obsessed with the dates thing now. I want to say we had almost 40 guys there. Like we had two sets of 15 out there, and there was guys sitting on the sidelines. Granted, also you have to consider there's guys that had like left early and stuff too, and mock race. So we had a really, really good group of guys. That, like the pack, I'm really excited about. Like Josh has a ton of experience. Tyler's got a lot of experience. Cody, I know, has played quite a bit too. Huff has obviously played a lot. That whole group has. So there's a lot of experience up there, which I'm really excited about. I also think that it's really interesting, the dynamic, which I know we'll go through the D3 lineup in a second, but I'm very interested to see how the game plans develop separately between the two sides based on rosters, because their pack, the D4 pack, is more than likely heavier than the D3 pack is going to be weight-wise, but then athleticism it's all different. So, but that's our D4 lineup. They're going to play Louisville, which I'm excited for because also there's a Denison alumni that plays for the D4 side there, so I'm excited to see him too. But I think it'll be a good game. I don't know that they've played each other in recent history. Did we play them last fall? I don't think they did. I know Louisville's D3 side is really, really strong, so I expect it to be a good match between both teams. And I know they're sending a squad up, so that's also a good sign with D4. A lot of travel games get canceled. So
yeah, because Louisville's not that far. What is it, like 3.5, 4 hours, something like that. Whereas Michiana's a trek, but it's the Midwest rugby. That's why we play, right? And then the D3 team obviously playing against Michiana. Did you see I called out the Michiana? Did you see that?
Yeah, they posted their Ross and Ron go.
They posted their pack at the scrum machine.
Mhm.
I posted, "Oh, what are we playing against them this week?" Oh wait,
We are.
Which they shared it as well.
I appreciate
So that was
that.
quite
That's
funny.
good. They're good
Um,
guys. I like them.
Yeah, so like it's funny to just have a
For
little
our
banter.
front row is going to be me, Bert, and Brendan, who's been our really stable front row from all of last fall, pretty much too. I know Bert was kind of in and out of it last fall with other stuff going on, but that's kind of our front row there. Our locks, we're going to have Andrew, which is one of the newer castaways, who was
Steve,
whatever you want to call him.
Dave calls him Steve.
Steve. But he came from Marysville. We think he's. I whenever I've asked him how much rugby he's played, it's never a straight answer. But he's going to be playing D3 at lock, and then we have Derek, who's one that I'm really proud to see for his kind of. And I know he's played in D3 games before, but his like D3 debut start is really awesome for me to see.
Oh, cool! I didn't know it was this.
I'm pretty sure it is, and I'm excited for that because he's a great, I guess, show of like what the Castaway system can build. Because he's someone who had never played rugby before, like a year and a half ago, and now he's made the roster. The back row we have Blaze at 6, Sam at 7, and Dr. Chris at 8. So it's a very athletic back row, which I'm very excited about. Which means hopefully they'll be all over the field.
I think Chris is athletic.
Yeah, he's athletic. I think he's got a big motor. He can get around the field. Let me put it that way.
He's got a big truck.
He does have a big dump truck on it, but that's true.
I'm gonna cut
Dr.
this bit out.
Thickums.
Hang on, I'm gonna cut this bit out. But what did I send you? The nicknames for Chris? What was it? Receding hairline.
Yeah, that's so bad. He doesn't even have a hairline left. So
I know, that's why I wanted
now.
to call him.
He probably laughed at it. He probably leave that in there.
I wanted
honestly.
to call him receding
I didn't
hairline.
watch
He doesn't watch this. Do you want me to go through the backs?
Yeah.
Jonesy at 9. Dan Carter reincarnated at 10. Dig.
How many missed catches did you have last night, Ollie? Sorry, I can't say that.
Yeah. RJ making his D3 debut, starting, which would be good. I mean, obviously new to rugby in the spring. I think he only played one spring game in Marysville. It was his
He
first
played
game.
Marysville. He didn't do the Coyotes.
No, that was it. Just Marysville.
And he did the Classic. He was at the Classic.
Oh, okay. And then
And
obviously
then-
didn't come on tour and stuff. Played against the Celts
Did
a
Finley,
little bit.
Finley Thames.
Yeah, Finley and stuff. But he's come on a long way, and so that's good for him to get a start there. Myself and Kurt in the centre.
Mm-hmm.
Larry on the wing, and then Mr. Benjamin Pro, El Presidente, on the fullback. And then, obviously, some decent people kind of double heading in the replacements, or the finishers as we're calling them now. Ant, Will, Dougie, all coming in who have played. And Shum, I think, is Shum playing in the first game? No, just
he's going to come on the bench for D3 only.
Okay. And then, but Huff is playing starting D3, benching D4.
He's starting D4, coming off the bench D3.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Opposite of what you said.
Nah, that's what I said. Yeah,
I'm very excited for this game. I really think it's going to be just as much of a physical battle. It's going to be a huge mental battle of really fighting for the system to get into place. I think we've really got to try to follow it and stuff, but I'm really excited for that. Michiana's, I feel like a great team, especially to try it out against. They beat us last year. We didn't travel particularly well to go over to them, so I think this year will be a lot closer of a game. We were up at halftime last year. They really pulled ahead in the last 20-ish minutes.
Was it playoffs or was it just?
It was just a
regular season game.
Regular season game.
It was like I wasn't there. I missed that game, but a lot of people did. I think we traveled with like 17 people.
Yeah, we
or something.
had 3 people on the bench like that.
Yeah.
So it was a long game.
Cool.
But excited for them. And then just generally about the season, obviously the power rankings came out for the D3 and D4 Midwest. I
can't find the D4 one.
I think we have it. Yeah, we can. But we did find the D3 ranking list, which had, I think, the Red River Ruffians at number 1, with the Detroit Tradesmen, who are in our division, at number 2. Who I think that us playing them later in the season, which I don't know what order the games are. There a second game?
Who?
Detroit Tradesmen.
Yeah, so we've got an off week next week.
Tradesmen after.
And then it's Tradesmen
I wish
away.
we played them later in the season, because last year some of the best rugby we played was that entire first half against them, and I would love for us to obviously put a complete performance together rather than a 60-minute performance and try to close the games out. But I'm excited for that. But yeah, so I think it was Red River Ruffians, and it was Detroit Tradesmen number 2. I think number 3 was.
Please hold. Wisconsin Rugby, Louisville's D2 team of 4th. Lake County, I don't know who they are.
I have no idea.
Flint Rogues, South Pittsburgh, Cleveland Rovers. Dayton area rugby. Why is Dayton area rugby?
I don't know why they're called that. I have no idea. I don't know if there used to be multiple teams that all came in together.
But we're that there, so we should be the Columbus area Castaways.
The Columbus area Castaways.
And then Chicago Silverbacks. I thought the Silverbacks won the fucking thing last year.
Mm-mm.
Excuse my language. I thought they won it. Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't remember who won it last year. Maybe it was the Lions. Was it the Chicago Lions that would have won it?
I thought it was the Chicago team, but I don't know who they.
I believe you. I don't really recall, to be honest. But those are the power rankings, and obviously we play Detroit in Detroit, which is going to be kind of a difficult task, as with anything. Home game, away games, traveling up there and stuff is always difficult.
Mm-hmm. Then after that, we have another doubleheader on the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
The D3 team play Toledo, and the D4 team are playing Indy Impalas.
Yeah, the Impalas D4 side, yep.
And then no off weeks, and then an away game for the D4 team, which is against South Pittsburgh Hooligans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Are they good?
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know if they played them last year. They played one of the Pittsburgh teams. I think they canceled the other one.
Yeah.
So they haven't played.
Okay.
I don't know if the Hooligans are good or not. All I know from them is they canceled one of the years they were supposed to come to the Classic. They just didn't show up.
Oh.
Something like that. That's nothing bad against them. I'm sure they had a legitimate reason. That's the only reason I remember them.
Then on 21st or the 28th, we have the D3 team have away Fort Wayne. That's a long drive as well, isn't it?
Long drive. It's like 3.5 or 4 hours, something like that. Yeah.
Gross. The following week on the 5th of October, the D4 is away at Pittsburgh Forge. Mm-hmm. And then the same day, the D3 team are also away in the opposite direction in Detroit. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for two traveling teams, like two away teams in opposite directions and stuff.
I think it's going to be easier this year than it was last year for the traveling. And the reason I think that is
more players?
Well, there's more players, which helps a lot. Of course, that too. But I think that the buy-in this year is so much better into the system that guys are a lot more excited and eager to play. I think that obviously the Celts game really helped and it's fresh on my mind. So there's that really positive mental image is there. But I think that the mentality has shifted and a lot more guys are going to be willing to like make those drives and stuff. And the guys that sometimes are on the fence about, do I want to travel or not, will go. And I think there's also a lot more of a mismatch between, like, there's a lot more guys that have come up into the D3 squad recently too that are really eager to go show their stuff too and will come play. So I think that'll help a lot. I also think with this, again, with these roster posts, like you look at the D3 squad and the D4 squad, there's a lot of names that like longer time castaways may not recognize in very key positions. And I'm just excited to see all this new core of people sort of form into a big group. I'm excited for those first like hotel visits and stuff where everyone's all hanging out to see what the group's like. Because before it was just seeing the dynamic. I don't know, I'm excited for it.
When we do hotel ones?
Probably Detroit. It would be hotel games.
In
probably Fort Wayne.
In 2 weeks?
Probably Friday
I
nights.
asked if we were doing that, and Ben said we're probably just driving up in the morning.
I will be going up the night before getting a hotel.
I will join with you. We can talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
Ooh, snap the Apple Watch.
I hate it. It makes me feel like I have like 9th degree brain rot. It's like even more things that can like pop up now and advertise in front of me, and I hate it.
It's like wearable ADD.
But I'm like on this lifting program now, so I'm trying to get used to having it on all the time. You're the one who lift more weights than I do, dude. I'm just getting back into it. But
yeah, I got an Apple Watch too.
Yeah, you got the. I need to get a case for it, and I need to get a new.
I have a. Is that the big one or the small one?
I don't know. My parents bought this from like 2021, and it's had a case.
I have a case.
I'm using it for it, but learning how to use it all. Brendan showed me yesterday, and it still makes no sense to me.
I have old straps and cases and stuff.
I'm going to borrow some from you, but anything else you want to touch on?
I was going to touch you. Are you wearing your?
No. Don't touch me like that.
Are you wearing your underwear? I don't want to see.
I'll pull them out. No, it's not. I think I've.
Yeah, I just want to touch
the thongs on today, not the Speedo. Gotta wear special underwear for the podcast.
We can do general housekeeping stuff. 20 minutes. Come out, train with us. 6 o'clock, Rhodes Park on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
6 to 8 p.m.
Thursdays after practice, we go to Woodland's backyard for a couple of drinks. Saturdays, game days. Obviously, we've pretty much got. There's not many off weeks this season. Either D3 or D4 are playing. We have got a cut down home schedule though, so a lot of away games. But if you want in, just let us know. The Macron store is live. It does take a little bit of time to get delivery. We'll let you know when those things are coming in. The resort shirts, button down things are still available. There's a few left if you want one of those. Is that everything? Golf! The golf thing.
I don't know.
The golf game outing fundraiser thing. I don't know what it is.
Fundraiser, we'll call it.
October
11th?
7th? 16th. Sometime in
Something
October.
I don't know.
And I think that's it.
So with that in mind, if you are looking or you have any connections for sponsors or are looking to sponsor a club rugby team, we would obviously for the golf outing, for the whole throughout the I don't know what the prices are for things, but I'm sure that's
For the golf? Oh,
the golf. I'm sure
I
we
should
get that
know
in
that.
contact with
I
our
do know
guys
that
and,
because I made that one.
additionally, we do have our annual rugby tournament every spring, and well, I know it's about a year out now. We're starting to get things together here, and again, if you know anyone or know any sponsors that are looking to reach out, please let us know. Put up the Canva.
I'm trying to find the. Here it is.
Oh, look at the
Castaways Golf Out fundraiser. Headline sponsor $1,000. Lunch sponsor. So if you want to pay for our food, $500. Beverage sponsor is also $500. If you would like to enter a team, it is $300. It's 4 people. There's a maximum of 1 or 2 castaways. 2 castaways per team maximum. So you can bring some other people. If you would like to sponsor a hole, which gets you a sign on the hole, it's $150. Obviously, if you want to sponsor a hole and enter your team, it's $450 together. I think that's everything. It is Sunday the 13th of October at the Links at Echo Springs.
So neither of us even remotely close to which state it was, but
we were close. We were October.
Yeah. I haven't played that course before. You got to figure out get a team together.
I was trying to convince my dad to come, but he has to do a flight, and he just had a knee operation and stuff.
Probably not a good idea.
He said, "Oh, I don't think I can walk." I was like, "Dad, there's very little walking. We drive in the little carts and drink beer," which he was way more excited about that.
I say get him a wheelchair and get him one of the polo hammer things and just hit the ball with that and let him play. And then we just roll him down.
He used to be pretty good at golf.
I believe it.
Like he's very good, like really good at golf, but just the walking of 18 holes would just not good enough for him. No, we also again have forgotten to work out an outro.
Oh no! You know what it should be? I think it should be the clip from the Celts game.
Adam, you're a piece of shit.
And it's just cut.
Okay, bye.